There are some excited fellows in PLU who support Moses Kainerugaba who make a grave mistake of fighting family battles. I realize that there is a succession war in General Museveni's family where RWABWOGO, the son-in-law, by all signs shows that he wants to be president, but also where Moses Kainerugaba, the first son, wants to be. And the people who support Moses Kainerugaba fight family battles without knowing, and they are being led by Daudi Kamanda, the former general secretary. When RWABWOGO came out to ask NRM to go back on the foundation where they used to fight human rights, where they used to fight for electoral democracy, contrary to what they are doing, the first person to attack was Daudi Kamanda, and he came out in a tweet saying, I quote, "He should also account for taxpayers' money that has been channeled into his personal business under the cover of Expo. Let him prepare for Operation Fisadi Phase 2. Watching our money disappear into his hands is just as painful." He was commenting on RWABWOGO's video. And when Daudi Kamanda attacks, it is an institution attacking. Even on Twitter, back then, you used to see supporters of PLU well-coordinated attacking RWABWOGO. Today when Daudi Kamanda, a few days when Daudi Kamanda made that tweet, Moses Kainerugaba came out to say, "Leave my brother Odrick. He married my beloved sister Patience. He cannot be touched." In fact, MUHOOZI this time stopped those abusing his in-law. I want to talk about this one. Before, even MUHOOZI himself used to engage Odrick RWABWOGO online. Today he stops Daudi Kamanda. It shows you the things I'm going to explain in this video. That people like Daudi Kamanda, you may die in a succession battle. Do you think MUHOOZI can do harm to his in-law? I don't think so. So, in the course of this video, I've come to talk about the battle between Moses Kainerugaba and RWABWOGO, where ignorant people are being used, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials you can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're into this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagari. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. One, it's very bad for you to engage in a battle where people engaged are related, because they can resolve their issues at any time. They can see themselves informally. I learned that at the hard way when I was still young. When I was still young, I think I was in P4. Two brothers were fighting and they had a side. Tomorrow they were together, because when they go home, they even eat in the same plate. They were together. So I looked stupid. Whenever they could fight, I would get a side. Until I learned whenever they could fight, I don't get sides, because they can resolve their issues in any way. They can, even when they are in bed. For you, if you have a personal issue with them, they will decide with themselves. Likewise, even if there is a difference and succession battle between Odrick RWABWOGO and Moses Kainerugaba, they can resolve them amicably. They can see themselves informally. Daudi Kamanda is on account saying that it is not easy to meet Moses Kainerugaba as you like. It needs some form of organization. But remember, his son-in-law or his sister can force them meet. They can meet under their father-in-law. They can meet anywhere. So it is easier to resolve their issues than you when you enter the battle. Daudi Kamanda jafira mrutalwe birumbi. It is the truth. I think part of the battle as to why they attack Odrick RWABWOGO is, for sure, Odrick RWABWOGO has more charisma than Moses Kainerugaba, has more electoral skills. When he speaks with a form of understanding things, contrary to what MUHOOZI is, because MUHOOZI lacks public charisma, public speech, etc. That is the reason as why he normally uses Twitter. Maybe it's very easy. Yet being a part of the reason as to why one should be a successful politician is knowing how to speak, how to pass on information. It is a talent. Over time it can be learned, but naturally you must have it. So they resort to threatening and fighting battles publicly and commenting on RWABWOGO. Truth is, sometimes they commented the right thing, like the public money that was given to RWABWOGO a year for coffee and exports. Instead of giving it to the Minister of Trade, etc., it is the truth, he takes public money. But if Daudi Kawanda is also very genuine, do you know what happened when Besigye commented on COVID money that was used by MUHOOZI's family? You remember? Most threatened Besigye of hanging. If it's about public money, have you ever asked how public money is used in State House? If indeed Daudi Kawanda, you're right. Because we all know the actors of corruption where they are. We read the Auditor General's report. But for you to pinpoint RWABWOGO, it shows you how daft you are. That the battle, you are entering a family battle that can be resolved and you will be left outside. If it's about corruption, there's a lot of road that is in State House, etc., that takes a big chunk of money. Classified expenditures in billions in State House, not even defense in State House. For what? So for me, it's true. I know everyone wants to lead. And it's all natural because they're seeing that their father is going anytime, by virtue of the years or by virtue of anything. But you should desist to fight family battles, fight political battles. Of course, as my PMN is truly Mr. Makindi Kabiyesulaimani Magolo. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I'm motivated to do more such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.